I've been trying to do this video. I had an idea in my head, cause you know the Latin lover of the BBC, the American BBC, a Latin lover of the American BBC, who came from overseas. Okay, he came from Peru and Mexico, which is still overseas. Okay, and he mad. He can get on American BBC. Got to make all these doggone videos. Oh yeah. Oh my good. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay, so chemistry. I know y'all say why I have named the video um, Mexican Extraordinary. Okay, Mexican Extraordinary is a newspaper back in the 1800s in English, okay, in Veracruz. So today's Happy Black History Month. This has a lot to do with this. And remember the book I told you, I'm talking about LaQuisha Jones, who was stupidly had beat up that older elderly Latino brother down there in Los Angeles. Okay, and we have another one like the two. Now it's a Latino male down here in Houston, y'all. Named Alba Gallegos. He beat a 19-year-old brother in the southeast, yes, southeast area on Broadway. Yes, he did. Cause what happened is this 21-year-old dude here in Houston had happened in January, and he was mad. He had threatened his soon to be stepdad, who's African American descent, and his Mexican American mother. And so she's no longer his dad. So she's dating a brother. That's the mom. Okay, and so her son is mad um, that his soon to be stepdad is African American descent. So he been showing his hatred towards in the southeast side, acting like the Latino male version of LaQuisha Jones out in Los Angeles. Okay, last year, acting all rashed out, no East nada, didn't do nothing. You know, poured your coconut trash and now take out some Afro mestizo mix. If you do the history of the true history of Mexico with the caste system. Okay, so he wanted, shoe shine for his master, Bracero master, the white man who had the Bracero program, like the slave program down here. Okay, and so anyway, as I was saying, so he's locked up, ready for trial in Harris County. He beat up this 90-year-old African saying who went on the bus, who wouldn't bar nobody in the southeast. It's weird because last year the Latino man from Mexico was 92 years old. The LaQuisha beat up. So Alba Gallegos, this is his brother. They have not identified him. I think they didn't mention his name. But this the reaction is going on in Houston. So we have a Latino male version of the reincarnation of LaQuisha Jones out there acting a fool, being racist, being put in a private pets complex, slavery 13th Amendment, since they were targeting all minorities. Okay, so that's going on down here in Houston. So as we work, I have to mention this as well, because people don't know the history, like chemistry. They came from overseas, okay, from Mexico and Peru, just like Black Latin America, Mexico and Peru. The Black Darwin class, which was the mention of the mixed African mixture in Mexico and Bohosas. I already knew about this back in 95, 96, because I'm involved in the racial movement and I was studying. I had to go to the library down right there by City Houston and read all this stuff. So I'm high on my mantra, because I drink my mantra, ginger lemon tea, and with some lemon tea and some other stuff for breathing, because I've been having, because it's winter and I have asthma. So anyway, as I'm sitting here talking about this and high on matcha, the Japanese green tea, matcha is my kush. And it's legal, of course. You buy it at the bottom of the store. HEB. Yeah, okay. All right. So anyway, let's get to the subject. No, I ran out the one from Big Lots. That's one small pack for $3. And then that look like Kush. Yo, you buy that. So anyway, we gonna talk about why I call chemistry Chem 123 Veracruz Mexican Extraordinary, which is a newspaper back in the 1800s when African American people was going overseas, crossing Rio Grande, which is no different from Mississippi River. Had Black History Month. African American people, especially Black Seminoles, crossed the Rio Grande to get away from slavery, and they went to Mexico. Mexico, unlike chemistry, opened its doors. Why I support DACA. I know my history. So when you hear me calling Mexican dude wetback and anything else, because my African American people were mixed, pure, whatever, had to cross the Rio Grande to get away from Massa and be with blacks, even though they were mixed. Okay, some men were mixed, some were pure at the time. So anyway, especially the black Seminoles, they were mixed with Native American and black. So anyway, so the Mexican Extraordinary was a newspaper in Veracruz, which is where the slave ships went to down in Colombia, Mexico. When the slave ships, yes, when they went in Jarocho, where the Afro-Mexican saying, La Bamba, okay, I'm saying, Necesito. Okay, anyway, I forgot the lyrics again. I got to remember. Anyway, Ba-la-la-bamba. Now I remember. Ba-la-la-la-bamba. Anyway, well, they was in it had, one of the Afro Mexican Nat Turners. There was a pure black slave who beat his Spaniard slave master. Master. So I'm using ghetto term master. And he beat him up, and he co-founded Veracruz. So Veracruz is where the slave ships into the colonial Mexico, which is Nueva España, New Spain. I mean, and the Spaniards brought slaves. When the Americans did not want to be slaves, so the Spaniards they had to go to Africa and get slaves. So anyway, in Veracruz was anyway reading from the page 41 across the river freedom. I'm talking about LaQuisha John's situation. Across the River of Freedom, U.S. Negroes in Mexico by Rosalie Schwartz. Okay, so it's a newspaper. When I did a screenshot, newspaper reaction. The English language newspaper Veracruz, Mexican extraordinary, on the other hand, reacted unfavorable to the arrivals of the Negroes. This is 1974 when they made this book. The newspaper expressed the fears that the colony might disintegrate, degenerate socially, and prove to be a plague and a burden on the society. The English attitude earned immediate, irrit, yeah. They use these big words, and I'm not using that word. Response to the Mexican press. Response indicated of a somewhat pragmatic approach to the presence of so excited presence of the Negro colonists rather than totally I know Darkinier policy based on race per se. The ability of the newcomers to perform useful service took proceeds, proceedings over fears that any group of Negroes must necessarily be detrimental to the well-being of the society. The honor of Mexico in proving refuge to those who whom the United States scorn also came into play. A siglo, which is I don't know the Roman numbers real good, which is IX, defend the men who came with the capital dedicated to work, seeking the air of liberty, and fleeing the place where their brothers were slaves. Okay? A siglo in defense of humanity and equality, chastised the extraordinary, which is a newspaper, in attempts to counteract government support of the Negro colonizations. Establishment of such colonies whose inhabitants came to enjoy human rights without consideration of color brought honor to Mexico. As Siegel further explained the benefits to Mexico of the they got broken words here. Industries educated Negro workers. We hope that our leaders will. That's what they said. We hope our leaders will be able to increase our population. That there open doors to the republic of all races, to all men, who, with the labor or their intelligence, will may find their well-being here and contribute to the welfare of the republic. So, okay, so that's what I read on the newspaper reaction of that. Okay. It's been a while since I read the book here, so therefore, so make sure I always be professional. Try to make sure I pronounce my words carefully, especially when they're big words and the words I don't normally use every day. So I was saying, so the Mexican art extraordinary, which was the newspaper Veracruz, is what chemistry is doing. Chemistry is trying to tell people, and according to the United States, because one thing, let me break it down. Since it was in English, not in Spanish, okay? In Veracruz, this newspaper, you can tell by discerning it, they was taking attitudes from white supremacists about African Americans and people going to Mexico, okay? But a siglo in Spanish had debunked their argument, and these men of African American had Black History Month, came there for the idea to work. They was educated. Even the word educated, they're desperate to be educated. So every time you hear, I got to go overseas, and for the culture, and he began stereotypes accuracy in the communities. This is the United States Portrait Pachismo minded of this portrait coconut name, Chemistry 1, 2, and 3. So this also want to say, speaking of, I gotta go overseas. Why is this dude saying that? Besides, man, because he can't get on American BBC. Oh, é que ele chupa vega negra de me yapte way. Okay, I had to go there. So that's what I was saying. All right, so Wilbur Walker says one of the white men who's Anglo was saying that it was a safe haven in Latin America. Okay. And it talks about in this book, and I bought it $50 when I got on what's called Facebook jail, and I had enough money also to buy it as well. But they gave me some money and do a survey from Facebook, and I bought this book in 2017. Okay, so I'm trying to find Walker. That's one of the white men you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. I gotta go overseas. Okay. Yeah. Robert J. Walker of Mississippi. Yes. President Tyler. Oh, wait a minute. That was one of the Texas presidents, I think after Sam Houston? Yes. Down there, yes. Okay, after Mexico had lost due to a cheating Sam Houston, they after the city, Master Sam Houston. He drugged Santa Ana when he got caught with a mulatto yellow bone woman named Emmy Morgan West down there by the ship on about Pasadena, Texas. Yes, they gave him drugs and they called the draws on. Okay, that's how that's how they won the war. Man, the Alamo. Yes. Let me go talk about annexation looms. Okay. All right, down here. Because it talks about how President Tyler, of Tyler, Texas, is so backwards down there. Yes, that small little town, that's where that Banana Coon, say, oh, Dixie, I forgot it's been a while today. But y'all know the Banana Coon was doing all this terrorist attacks, talking about fuck Black Lives Matter. He was an Asian, Korean dude, trying to be a Nazi, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of hoorats. Fuck Brick man, and he had a criminal record, so he falsified his gun license, and he's locked up, and they want him out because now he really know how it is to be a man of color, out there trying to kiss them white folks. You might make him do the railroad. Now I ain't being racist on me, just like acting myself or doing cotton. Anyway, it's called like it is now, because President Tyler friend, Senator Senator Robert J. Walker of Mississippi. Transplanted northerner, became creative spark of the maneuver. In the letter of Mr. Walker of the Mississippi relative to the annexation of Texas, circulated by the Men's, I'm reading real good, circulated by the Men's in 1844, capitalizing on the benevolence of the Northerners, squeezed in between expansionist and anti-slavery settlements. Walker, this is what Walker say. Oh man, I'm sure he had some slaves too. This is what Walker made. Walker made a case for self-destruction in the nature of the United States slavery, leaning heavily on Mexico and other Latin America. Oh, Mr. BBC. Okay. As ultimate happy haven ultimate happy haven for ex-slaves, and that's what he's still saying. Okay, and Mr. Walker, what he said. They said on this book in page 29, Walker correctly argued that slave labor crops led to soil destruction. Soil destruction required continual migration of slaves and masters. Okay, he said an annexation of Texas will remove slavery from Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, and Kentucky as planters moved to the Virgin lands. Walker contended that the Virgin lands suitable for slave labor crops were non-existent beyond Texas, ending opportunities for the migration. Eventual soil exhaustion in Texas would therefore force owners to free slaves in order to evolve. Sorry, force. Sorry, I got excited on this. Force owners to free slaves to avoid bankruptcy. The free slaves, the free Negroes, excuse me, the free Negroes. Walker continued having no employment opportunities and exhausted. So that sounds like me. Okay, why do I got hired? Because I'm a free person. Okay, exhausted soil would flow in southward into Mexico, Central America, and South America, where the ideal climate similar to that of Africa. Oh, BBC! Say I gotta go overseas. Why you gonna go to Africa? Will provide abundant crops. Yes, they did say that. So, Mr. Walker was saying that the ex-slaves, it was Latin America, because it said Mexico and other Latin American countries as ultimate happy haven for ex-slaves. They said also the climate was similar to Africa. So that's why we don't go to if we gotta go overseas and we choose to go to the Republic or in Mexico or that's what the culture. Well, back in 1844, down there here in Texas, that's right, came straight before you were born. Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Like love of the BBC came overseas. Yes, yes, okay. So since 1844, they was already saying this. So why are you acting like the Mexican missionary of down there in Veracruz in them days? Okay, about the ex-slaves coming to Mexico when Mexico, the exilio, had already told the Mexican Republic of Mexico that they was, defaming the former slaves and free people of color of African descent, mixed up here, coming over to Mexico, and they were there to work. And even when Trump became president, I was trying to go to Mexico to work, especially work on my singing. So down in Mexico, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So therefore, um, the ex-slaves were going there to work. And people are already free, and they say they have no employment. Talking about those who are free because that's the soil. Okay, well, I get so there were free people here in Texas. No wonder that some folks don't want to hire me because they have a free mentality. That makes sense because yeah, that's actually true. A lot of these minorities are hired, not all. Okay, have a slave, both house and field, and bracero, cotton picking, strawberry mindset, both African people and Hispanics. They'll kiss up to Massa Gringo, who's racist, and go along with his racist policies and say, I'm doing it for my job. It's all about business and thick skin. And me personally, I have too much pride, deep love. That's why I'm trying to make my own business, okay? Get my shirt down there on Teespring. Matcha's my kush. I'm hot on that doggone matcha. Okay. Shout out to Japan. I might go overseas, Japan, okay? Get opportunity. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh about if you escaping some mess. Would you get mad someone to go overseas? No, baby. I watch what's that movie called by Josephine Baker? Yeah, Josephine Baker. Sorry, thank you. So anyway, so why is this dude acting like the Mexican dictionary that was written in English talking bad about African people that's trying to cross the Rio Grande being wet blacks, you know what I'm saying, from Massa. Yeah, baby, I would mind me call wet black. You talk about we spend, I'll be rolling the river over that T-turn song. And we're ready to get away from all this slavery up here. I don't call myself no nigga. Hello, hello, hello. I don't call myself no nigga or nigger. I don't care if you are the same thing to me, okay? You know what I'm saying? Is this African American, African American and African American, Native American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Mississippi? That's my background. And I know, baby, those are slave-minded folks that go call themselves nigga. Yeah, no different nigger, same thing, different spelling, okay? Yeah, and they say they want to take the power back. What power? You in poverty? You got this dude here talking about how the shitholes. They ain't talking about on the Black X's channel, YouTube channel, the nice privileged areas of African City. He ain't talking about that. He talking about shitholes, that he go. Yeah, oh, yeah. Cause my question is, if you hear for money, came overseas for money besides looking for American BBC. It's mixed BBC, nobody put African descent down here. Now, why are you not living in those good areas in the body next to the shitholes? Are those shitholes in Espanol? Or, you know what I'm saying? Down in Philadelphia or Jersey, wherever you're from, where you live in BBC? Love the BBC, Afro Mestizo, at light skin, high yellow, as I look at Afro Mestizo. Yeah, all I gotta make this video about going to the Dominican Republic. Oh, I got one of the Dominicans. You know, I guess you'll be the Mexican extraordinary to the Dominican Republic. Yeah, Mr. BBC going there. He's lazy. He's a victim. Coming from the white man. Yeah, because you are a cotton picking, straw picking coon, coconut coon, bootlicking to the white supremacy. Yeah, you do anything what your Bracero master would say. You know, that's what you do, chemistry. Yes, you gotta work hard. Yes. And then you still compare about American culture. But yeah, I had to go there with Mr. Latin Love of the BBC. Want to get on my own kind of asked me back in 2014. Yes, Jan. Y'all remember the 25th at the 9:30 p.m. asked about my mixed BBC. After I did a video contributed to his anti one drop rule and wasn't talking about no sex either and wasn't interested in definitely hell no. Babe, but dude, no, babe, no, dude. Necesita una mamacita, una papacito. ¿Comprendes? Thank you, alright? No eres mamacita, okay? ¿Comprendes, puto? Thank you. As I was saying, pinche puto way. As I was saying, Mr. The auctioneer of the auctioneer, Mexican auctioneer newspaper down there in Veracruz, the Exilo had the bunk, okay? Because it said in the page 42 of this book, as slavery itself, Exilo stated, if we are enemies of slavery, it's because the Negro is a man. Because the Negro is our as our brother. The Mexican in Spanish, you know, they translate, of course. They said the true Mexican, not the Porcho of Mexican, okay? The true Mexican, because the Porcho coconut newspaper, Mexican auctioneer, because they're going to put it in English, in Veracruz, okay? Yeah, what the slaves went through during the beginning of the colonization of Mexico. Yes, that's what they say. That's what they say in page 42. As for slavery itself, as CeeLo stated, if we're enemies of slavery, it's because the Negro is a man, because the Negro is our brother. So the Mexican, the true Mexican, the true Mexican who has a corazon, okay, has a heart, tiene corazon. They said that the Negro is as a man, mean human, and the Negro is our brother. It says they are enemies because slavery ended 1829, which is 190 years. This year, 2019, is 190 years of Mexico banning slavery in 1829, September 15th. Okay, due to Mr. Guerrero, who was Afro Mestizo. Okay, his mother was African descent. My dad was biracially part Spaniard and white Spaniard in the American. So Mr. Guerrero, that's my hero. He banned slavery. That's why the Alamo here in Texas happened, because our ancestors who are not black, who are white, who was owning mixed and pure black slaves here in Texas, they came from the South. Okay, they came from the South. Yeah, the South. They're trying to expand slavery. Folks forget about Manifest Destiny. You know, thank you. I think Andrew Jackson has to know that too. Okay, thank you for. Anyway, so they were trying to expand the slavery in the Southwest. This is why the Southwest got stolen, y'all. Besides Texas, white Anglos, my other ancestors, was trying to expand my African ancestors who are pure a mix. And they was trying, but I don't know how they're gonna do that because New Mexico is, because I've been in El Paso, that's mostly desert. It's hard enough crop like that. I see it talking about soil exhaustion. Yeah, soil exhaustion. Thank you. Exhausted soil, of course. So, yeah, exactly, it's more because it's not too far from the equator. If you know, geographic, history, excuse me, information, that as you're going down south of the of Mexico, Central America, that is no different. The same. I forgot what the word, but it's like close to I remember there were around in elementary school. But y'all know I'm talking about that line, okay? Yes, okay. So it's going the same. It's no different close to the equator. So it gets warmer as you go close to the equator, right? So that's why the ex-slaves felt is a safe haven since they're of African descent, and plus, I forgot what page it talks about how that Walker also stated that there is people of color. Yeah, Because yeah, exactly. What here we go, page 33. Slaves continued to cross the border to seek asylum, desperate of the endurers of slave catchers like McIntyre. So someone named McIntyre read earlier. Okay, anyway, so I'm in the middle of the page. Estimates of the numbers of escapees range widely from hundreds to hundreds of thousands, but most likely there were several thousand fugitive Negroes in Mexico in the 1850s. This haven for Negroes crossed the border that Texans, into more rampant. This is one of the big words I never heard. Rambunctious schemes than slave captures. Several joined the outright revolt led by Jose M. Carvajal, a Mexican who aimed at converting the northern East Mexican state of Tamaulipas into Sierra Madre Republic. Okay, all right, there we go. So there was a bunch of ex-slaves y'all across that Rio Grande. Have Black History Month. That's why I say any African American person come on my channel, older Mr. Hater, and call them wetbacks. We were wetbacks too. Yes, exactly, we were. We had to get away from massa. So I mean, man, you can call me all time way, but blacksmith, whatever. Cause I would rather than nigga, okay? Cause I hate the word nigga. Nigga, I hate that stupid word. Cause they will cross every video ground to get away from massa. See, you call yourself a nigga, the one who called my channel, and let me leave Kensha out here. This to those who call my channel of African descent, like dog, whatever, bashing my videos with this mess. You call yourself a nigga because you are property of your master. You don't have a freedom mindset like I do. You want to be the house or the field, regardless what your shade is, because I don't want to be neither. The house, or I want to be out that damn plantation, okay? So I'm the freedom. I'm the runaway. That's why you have a problem with me. That's why I don't believe in coming together. Let me explain why I have Black History Month. Our triracial, black, white, American brother, fair day, because his mother was, I read in history, that his mother, who was a slave, was African American and American mix, and his dad was a slave owner, one of our heroes, abolitionists, okay? He didn't have, a dark skinned brother told me, older dark skinned brother told me back in 2000, he didn't hang with other black folks, using one drop, light, dark, or who mixed, pure, whatever, especially on that darker plantation, because they're 19 trying to catch him and help, trying to get him, that's right, trying to get him to go back to the plantation. Now that makes sense. See, when you strive for success, my people, I can say, listen here. Besides the coconut trash like chemistry, okay, the coon trash who call themselves niggas, who believe in being destructive to each other, the kids, whatever. They don't believe in self-defense. They want to sit here and like let you live in turmoil. Talking about they gonna always be this way. They have no hope. No, they believe in favorable work. They don't believe in favorable works. Doing their favorite works dead in the Book of James. These folks are master's pets, and they join movements. Talking about go back to Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because folks don't know the Back to Africa movement was supported not by Garvey but white supremacists in the South. Before Garvey, it was folks who were trying. They couldn't. If they said if a person African cannot be a slave, they had to go back to Africa. Either be master slave, lick his boot, lick his ass, whatever, and cuss up here, or go back to Africa. That's why these folks say go back to Africa, because they want us on the plantation and cleaning the house and everything else. Because they want to be free. Okay, so Fred Douglass, just like many Freemen, had to carry their papers, just like immigrant papers and visas. And carry their papers inside because, and especially, like I said, folks African descent who were in the plantation, who didn't want to go out the plantation, who felt there was a place. They didn't believe in freedom. Just, okay, that when don't get along with so many people African descent who don't believe in freedom. They believe there's a place, they had designated area that what master told them they had to be. So that's the whole reason why it like Stephen Chango, the movie. When Stephen was mad at Chango, Jamie Foxx character, Samuel Jackson, they mad, man, oh mean face. See, I only got to deal with the Aunt Mama. So you got to deal with the Stephen from the Chango, the Fiddlers, Step and Flick Baby. We got to deal with all these people. We got coconut. We got everybody against the coconuts. We got coon. We got, we got rednecks. Good Lord. We got all type of folks against you to be free. They want you either you be on a plantation or go back home or be whatever too. So that's the whole reason why they're fair Douglas hang with many people of African descent, because them people was complacent of their master. They felt just like see the Chango that you should be on plantation with them and not be free. Okay, and no wonder when I be speaking Spanish, living as a free person I am, you have folks down there, coconut coons, who like chemistry. We got folks acting sin who want to have master's mindset, who gonna tell me how to live my life and try to get mad at me and stuff because I'm not being like the Stephen Tachenko mess or Fitler. So they will tell me what my place is. They don't believe in freedom, okay? And you know what I'm saying? And that's how my own slave and slave master. Okay. So understand that I'm trying to find a page where it said besides the safe haven. Cause yeah, they said that the safe haven in Mexico, Central America. That's why we go overseas, Latin America, for the culture. Yeah, because that was safe haven for the ex-slaves in the United States of America. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Chemistry is mad. Talking about, Mr. BBC, I want to go read. Well, I'm reading, dude. Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm trying to find out where the other page is of this book down here. I'm talking about down here in Texas. After it got stolen from Mexico over the Alamo. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So that's why it was safe haven. That's why we love Latin America, because not only the mixture of Africa, it has Spain and Native mixture, but and we mix. No, I mean at the time they had pure blacks. Today nobody's pure black. Okay. If you're from the United States, since we were controlled by a white master, okay, and it wasn't, he had free people who did marry people who are not raped or didn't get sexually controlled, or I say seduced by a master. You had those who appear who married the folks or had children with those who are lighter, okay? So, and in different heritage who are mixed. So the folks to understand, you had the people on the plantation who were mixed also married folks or having babies with those who appear. That's a lot of folks don't understand that. So not every slave was raped, and it wasn't always rape. There were interracial marriages, okay? It's illegal. It's like it's just legal, okay? It's illegal here. People still do drugs, right? Okay. So ignorant people got my nerves. My poor grandmother was a white woman, okay, on my mom's side, and she married. I guess she and I know that my poor grandfather, who was Creole, my great grandfather, who what I'm saying, his on my mom's side, my mom's maternal grandfather, his grandfather, his dad's side, that's the one who has a white mama and a Creole dad who passed, who's mulatto, and this is the quadruple. And so then he married my black Spanish Creole grandmother, third grandmother, and her dad was my fourth grandfather, Orial. And he was born in Texas in the 1840s, and his parents from Louisiana, because in Spain used to have Louisiana Orial, Spanish first name. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying. So it's culture, oh yeah. That culture. People been the culture, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna talk about they go down overseas for the culture. Get away from massa. Yeah. The white man. See, you actually know about this because you're saying that yeah, they're going to give the white man. So you must be coming over here either selling dope for the white man, CIA, chemistry, or you for money, or you did not come here to sell dope for the white man. You over here trying to bootleg for the white man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't have to work, but when you have that mentality, I mean, you probably if they say build a wall and call you all the time, WICKs, SPICs, you ain't gonna file on EOC. You ain't gonna do none of that mess. You gonna sit here and be complacent. That's a coconut mindset. Yeah, he not. Yeah, he from Mexico. And his mother from Peru, right? Okay, but at the same time, his mindset he don't have. That's why he bashed the Chicano movement and Mexican like other Latinos who don't have that mind. He bashed what's the one who's Puerto Rican, Cortez. She'll fine like yeah she go ahead and make fun. I don't care. I'm like what I like. I'm a free person of color. You don't tell me what to do. Thank you. I ain't trying to kiss to your expectations and with your preconceived notion what I'm supposed to live my life as. Dude, shut up. We ain't supposed to be slave to your expectation, dude. Free people do whatever they want to do. Okay. Then your country said if the Negro is our man, is a man, if the Negro is a man, Then the Negro is our brother from Ezekiel on a newspaper. Okay, thank you. You see, stop being the Mexican extraordinary to white racist people in the United States, the white man, the racist man, and be a true Mexican. And I don't care if I'm not Mexican. I'm part Spanish Creole, but it doesn't matter. A true Mexican tiene corazón, un mexicano un corazón who like Siglo, Siglo is a newspaper that was bashing what they're saying. Okay, who has defended the Negroes coming to the United States, coming from the United States to Mexico. Okay, so here we go. Yes. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Martinez. Okay. Oh, who is Martinez? On Chapter 21, already disturbed by the reports in other New Orleans newspapers that Jamaica extended the transport of slaves convicted of crimes in the colony of Austin, reported in new terms events in his government, portraying the Negroes as lazy, lacking in morals, and he nevertheless expressed the fear of the free Negroes in Texas who would attract Anglo settlers who anticipated exploiting Negro, the black labor pool. I gotta read about that too. Who was Martinez? See, this lazy mentality come all the way back to slavery. What they saying? If you're gonna be no master slave, you're lazy. That's what they're saying. Okay, I'm trying to see where it said about as it talks more about and let me also talk about that too. Two of Sam Houston slaves in chapter 26, y'all, and then after this damn city, the Mexican. Okay, here we go. Increase around raise. The Mexican attitude undoubtedly encouraged Negroes to escape. What? Woo! Have Black History Month. The Mexican attitude undoubtedly encouraged Negroes to escape. And number of the runaways increased during the years of the Texas Republic. That's when it was a country before it became part of the Confederacy. President Sam Houston, Master Sam Houston, president of Texas Republic, okay, even lost two of his servants who sought shelter in Matamoros. Okay, Houston's reaction to his loss contained more than any touch of irony. He didn't. He did not reclaim the slaves. He said because they were smart, intelligent fellows who helped civilize and reframe Mexico. As the associations in Texas have been remarkably good. Okay, so here comes General Thomas J. Green, imprisoned by the Mexicans on an unsuccessful Texas expedition against Mier, Mexico, which is near the Rio Grande River in Tamaulipas. Okay, encountered Houston ex-slaves Tom, which is Tom Blue. Okay, I saw a review about him 2 years ago, and Ashra. Does he say Ashra is a biblical name? Some of these folks are Hebrew. That's the white folks Ashra. I don't believe the interpretations in the Bible. Okay, who even he's like, get mad, I don't care. Um, Outside of town on Matamoros, and Green recorded that the meeting, recorded meeting, excuse me, while at the place, many citizens con, con, uh, consequence came out from the Matamoros to congratulate General Abadia upon his victory. Among these were two of our acquaintance, Tom Oshawa, yes, that's former Sam Houston slaves. These gentlemen now of some much um, um, sorry, it's not my every words. Consequence, consequence, yeah, consequence. As to ride these three leads in the coach to congratulate Junior Abadia upon the splendid victory, were General Sam Houston's two barbers were also who so were well known to the public of Texas. Tom treated us with more treated what for real? He didn't even respect. Okay, he said Tom treated us with marked respect and attention, and spoke of his prosperous purpose in that country. His extended nuptials invited us to the wedding and said that General Abadia was to stand the godfather of the occasion. So it's said that because at the time, Oshawa Goods Texas Associates, meanwhile, were actively engaged in making conditions difficult for as possible for the Negro. Really? Even before the declaration of Texas independence, the provisional Texas government had issued a decree to prevent importation and immigration from free Negroes into Texas. I would not want to come back. Let me start with this chapter for a second. I would not want to come back to this doggone state. No, hell no. Okay, so free Negroes could not come within the limits of Texas, appearing to being so. You damn right. I would not come. Okay, what person? Hold on. What? Let me say this. If I'm and let me be comical here, and I use the word with a B with the L. Okay, as a wet black. Okay, if I come on from Texas to Mexico, I'm a wet black. Okay, coming from Rio Grande to go from Massa. They said that any free Negroes, mixed or pure, because they use one drop mentality at a time, come back to Texas. They're gonna be sold into slavery. That's the penalty. I'm gonna remain. I'll be the wet black to Mexico. There's nowhere in hell I'm gonna go back to. What is a coon mentality? I want to go back to Texas. You gonna be so if you come back to Texas, after it got stolen from Massa, Gringos, Sam Houston, you're gonna be a slave and pick that cotton, okay, and clean the house and everything. I don't understand what person of African descent want to come back to Texas. Back in them that y'all, they had coons trying to come back to baby. Hell no. I'ma drink my margarita and my cerveza. Dance was he gonna get mad. Kim's gonna get mad. Oh, BBC overseas. I'm on there, Mexican senorita dog gonna ride and do the Mexican hat dance and sit back and be the wet black in Mexico. There's nowhere in hell I will go back to Texas. They said that any free Negro, in their words, Negro come back to Texas, they gonna be any limits, close to limits, with the limits of Texas, penalty being sold back into slavery. Who will want to come back? Y'all see why when Trump won? Yeah, see, I know my history. When Trump won back, I was trying to go to Mexico. I know my history, okay? That's why I'm called a Mexican. Either Mexican called me a nigger. I don't call him no wetback because that's racist, it's ignorant, and also that Rio Grande was our refuge. Just like the Mississippi River. You know what I'm saying? We had two rivers across. The Mississippi River up north or go down south to Mexico. Yeah, so I don't understand what person of African American descent free in Mexico, okay, had a libertad. That means liberty in Mexico, being libre, you know what I'm saying, being free. Say libre in Mexico. Why would you want to go back to Texas? Okay. And I know some people, your family, no, I'm sorry. Let the dead bad dead. We're talking about the family. When Jesus said that, okay? Once I'm free, cousin, mama, daddy, sister, bro. No, y'all like that little massa treatment. Okay, stay there. I'm going to cross that roll in the river, roll in the river and get the hell out of Texas. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand who this is page 27 of that book. Why would you want to go back to Texas? So you tell me there was some coon-minded people, some slave-minded Aunt Mamas and some fiddlers and some Stephen the Chango from the Chango move gonna come go back to Texas to go see Manson. Hell, let me say it again. My voice loud too. Hell, no, I ain't going back no damn Texas. I ain't being no near slave to that old white Mason Manson. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. Y'all see how I love Mexico? Que viva Mexico! Happy Black History Month. Cause why they join their freedom in Mexico? You tell me he had some coon folks, some massive pets, in favorite field niggas and favorite field house niggas, and I'm gonna call them niggas, but that's what it was to them white racist people. They gonna be they want to go back to Texas and be their nigga, nigga. Okay, why would you want to go back? This is stupid. Why the fuck you want to go back? I mean, sound like what's the name? Bird Martin. Why the fuck you want to go back, motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? To Texas. There's no in hell. Once I cross that Rio Grande being a wet black, I ain't going back. I'll be like Lot, not Lot's wife by Saga Moore. Y'all know she turned salt. See, thank you. Because if you go back to Texas, you might be turning salt to master the demonic master who want to be God. Okay, so I don't understand why in the hell who would want to go back. All the things they were doing on that plantation. That's right, on a plantation. They said adaptation to the Constitution. Adaptation to the Constitution of the Republic of Texas left free Negroes already residing in the area without citizenship, property rights guaranteed, and continuous residence rights. See right there, the right support DACA. Huh? Woo woo. The free Negroes, and they was reside in the area of Mexico without citizenship, property rights guaranteed, continued residence rights. So Mexico opens door. Do you see why I love Mexico? Have a Black History Month. Do you know why? This is why I love Mexico. So folks, see in the schools out here in Texas, they don't teach this history. They want black and Hispanic students to be dumb and fight each other and have cotton picking, sharp and fight because they don't know their history. Point it, they have a LaQuisha Jones, where you have an Albert Gallego southeast side of Houston, beating on old Elliott brothers, and LaQuisha Ratchet and Bobby Ratchet Porter Coconut here in Houston, Ratchet Aunt your mama down in Los Angeles. Okay, who don't know nothing. You have gangs firebombing. You got folks talking about Trump, blacks for Trumps, Latinos for Trumps. This is why, because coconut and coon trash, strawberry picking trash, and cotton picking trash, who failed to go outside the classroom and read this history. Okay? This is why I support DACA. This is why I support DACA. This book said that since they couldn't go back to Mexico, we go back to Texas, excuse me. Okay, the adaptation to the Constitution of the Republic of Texas, that's why it's so racist down here, left the free Negroes already residing in the area without citizenship, property rights guaranteed. Thank you. So my point is, if the Mexican attitude undoubtedly encouraged Negroes to escape, okay, and numbers of runways increased during the years of the Texas Republic. My question is, why would any African American person see? Because y'all, the reason why the coconut and the coons fight each other, who don't like, black and brown relationships and all other stuff, they don't know their history. They dumb. Massive American schools with 3 Ks in it, okay, have taught a false history of African American descent history, because of us pure black and Hispanic history, especially Mexican history. They did this in order to cause people who don't know, who ignorant, to fight amongst each other. That's why you have that mess going on in Los Angeles. That's why you have that folks here, even in Texas, in New York. It's Mexicans there, but mostly Puerto Rican, Dominican. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. So chemistry just is uneducated about this. And that's why he don't do rebuttals to my videos, besides asking you want to see my cock back in 2014, in January 25th. But the truth of the matter is, and even Senator Walker of Mississippi, oh, here we go, them southern slaves, said that that Latin America was a happy haven for ex-slaves. So that's why we go overseas. It's historical. It's yes. So if African people want to go aboard to Mexico, the Dominican Republic, or all the Latin countries to go overseas, okay, that's historical. We're doing Black Hit. We're repeating Black History Month. Have Black History Month. Then we're repeating what happened to our ancestors. We'll get away from white supremacy, slavery, okay, to go overseas, cross the border, be wet blacks, okay, and to be free. And I don't mind to call wet black the nigga, okay. So you call yourself a nigga, you are the property of the slave owner, okay. And you be a jail, and you do criminal, and you be lazy, You be a thug because the slave master say the slaves were savages because to justify slavery. You perpetrate those stereotypes and talk about you a nigga and thug and sell dope and do all this other stuff, join gangs. And then when you get in trouble by the law, you be shot down. And I'm not defending innocent people or even racist people in gender to shut down our people, but you fit into the narrative of that nigga stereotype, okay? And you be master's nigga, 13th Amendment, slavery, okay? Because prison is slavery. It says slavery any sort of a criminal act. So that's why they target Africans, and not only Africans, they target Hispanics too. The immigrants that's not documented here, they're putting them in a plantation, aka so they can build the wall. Okay, and along with the Africans and folks acting thug out and looking all savage like, see y'all that thug and call yourself nigga. That word have power. You become the white man's nigga. Okay. Thank you. Okay, that one that's on comment. I have some pride and deep love. We can make it say love, 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 love. Okay. Anyway, shout out to Richard Franklin. Now, all right. So I'm trying to find about how I say it was safe haven. The Mexico. I'm trying. Besides, there's another page talking about that. All right, and I'm be leaving in a few minutes. What time is it? I ain't go overseas. Yeah, go overseas for the culture. Woo! Oh, anyway, I was saying, hello. How on that? I went mantra. Okay. Where's the part where they talked about it was safe haven? It was for Negroes because they're people of color. I remember reading it on the other video like last year before last. Okay. Um. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Okay. Hold on, baby. Move with the culture. Go overseas. Mr. Chemistry. He could go overseas. Yes, overseas. Ugh. And this one thing I know, and this is one here as well that said in page 28, it said, while slaves headed for Mexico and may have outraged the poverty-minded, greedy, of course, Texans, Texas slavery issue had further repercussions in the relations between Texas and Mexico and Great Britain and the United States and Mexico. The question went beyond recognition of Texas independence. The United States and Britain had already recognized Texas as an independent republic. The annexation of Texas to the United States was an issue. The attitude of Mexico towards Negroes was injected into dispute. Anti-slave forces in the United States mounted vigorous campaign against annexation of Texas, claiming addition to slave territory, which is the Confederacy, to the Union had been intention of Southern slaveholders since the first migration to Mexican territory. Here we go. For anti-slavery, the abolitionist people in the United States was going against the annexation of Texas, adding to the Confederacy because it's a union, some of the Confederacy. Intention of there was an intent. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, by the drugs, I knew it. Okay, pro-slavery and expansion forces sought counter petitions sent to Congress that railed against any extension of slavery. Then in 1843, a Texas agent in Washington informed the United States government that Texas had gained diplomatic and commercial support among European nations such as Great Britain, and so they got help from Great Britain. Okay, annexation was no longer an interest. It was interest. Okay, so that's where. Okay, and here. Okay, we found it. It is page 29. I didn't finish reading. Okay, so here by Walker. Okay, so all right. So the free Negroes Walker continued having no employment opportunities. Is it okay? I did read that earlier. Okay. Oh, here we go. So he written this. Listen, chemistry 1, 2, and 3 overseas. Sparse population occupying that the land would welcome the Negroes and treat them as equals. For people like America already, old women, people of color, these people cherish no racial prejudice against Negroes. The color of the barrier color, which in the United States would exclude Negroes forever privileges of equality and would not operate there. The Negroes would be integrated as equals in a society of equals and not always being never heard sullen inferiors in despised caste. So that's why. So therefore, Robert J. Walker of Mississippi had said this. That's why it was a safe haven to go to Latin America because we would not face racism and the people are people of color, of course, because you have Native and Spaniard and African mixture there, and Latin America, and you'll be equal. So that's why you have a chemistry 1, 2, 3 out of 2019, because this dude must have read this a long time ago. He claimed to be smart, and he was that voice, that racist voice in the United States, telling Latin America that African American people are lazy. But yeah, because you hang around with African American people who fit your stereotype. If you want them Hispanic folks, that's all Hispanic folks, the ones who are racist, who act like you're not racist, Takashi 69, act like you're not Veronica Vega, okay, and Young Hollywood, okay, and others as well, George Zimmerman as well, so did too before he killed Trayvon because they called him Tug Nigga, son, Tug Nig because he was big and he called himself a nigga on his MySpace back in 2005 and 6, and this is the year before Trayvon Martin's murder, okay, because they're telling folks back home because they hang around the trash folks of African American community. They hang around intelligent African American people. And I know it's because when I was in Job Corps in El Paso, and I never forget, the same like them do talk about OJ, and thought that Michael Jackson did it, okay, was also friends with thugs. He wasn't friends with I was too intelligent. And you know what I'm saying? I was not the average, I wasn't his average nigga friend, okay? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm talking about some nigga, but you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? So if you're not what they expect in the worst out of you, they ignore you. They act like you're not there. They act like say you hate yourself because they have a false narrative how they want you to be. So that's what when he talking about the brothers going overseas, things they dig. 9, 10 his friends like this. 9, 10 people he hang with like this. And I know some African American people who fit the stereotype. And every time I get an argument with a Hispanic person about stereotypes, they would get a didn't do nothing dumb friend of African American to verify that stereotype and try to say I'm the one being dumb. You don't get on touch because they was intimidating that. So that's the reason why. So I'm telling y'all about that this dude don't know his history. So according to Senator Robert J. Walker of Mississippi, who was I guess living here in Texas, I gotta do more reading on this. It was Texas before it was given to the United States. Um, he said that this was like in the United States, and so that's why. So I'm letting y'all know that's why we have African American people like Latin America. This was already in the 1800s and stuff. So way before we was even thought of. Okay, so don't have Black History Month, y'all. Okay, this dude who's stupid, dumb, no, he say nah, they do nothing. Who think he's intelligent on YouTube? Who's not intelligent? Is not going to use historical data to back his reason, and I did. Okay, so please, I mean, it's expensive. It's an old book called "Cross the River to Freedom: U.S. Negroes in Mexico" by Rosalie Schwartz. Southwestern Studies printed this book back in 1974, 5 years before I was born. So that makes a lot of sense. In University of El Paso, UTEP. Yeah, UTEP. Dang, you not know that. It was yeah, University of Texas in El Paso. I used to go there sometimes. Anyway, bye bye. Have a nice day.